Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Live Code Second Breakfast, whatever the name of this show is. It's Monday after all. I can't speak. And if you guys are wondering what was up with that intro, I realized when I went that route that people might not get the reference because I'm maybe a little older than some people in the community. I will not admit or deny that. But if you remember the show Name That Tune, which I think it's been revamped a few times at that point, when we launched this Build With challenge, it reminded me so much of Name That Tune, where the contestants needed to name the tune in the fewest notes or less. So that's kind of where that came from, if you're wondering. And I apologize that I did not go full on 1980s game show host for this. I did not have the clothing for that, I'm thankful to say. Oh, okay. Well, good morning, Ben. Hello, Ben. Good time zone. I like that intro. I might use that from now on. Thank you. Thank you. I went a little crazy with that one. Thank you so much. All right. So as I mentioned today in our stream, since this is the week that we are launching the Build With Challenge for Build Agent, I'm going to be taking the same challenge as those participating in the challenge in building an app in 10 prompts or less to see how far we can get with building. So with that, I'm going to go picture in picture with this because I think it does a better job of showing the whole screen. So as you can see, I've gone to developer.servicenow.com. I've gotten my developer instance. I immediately logged into it and went straight to the IDE. I'm like, hey, where's Build Agent? Because I'm terrible about reading the manuals or watching instructional videos. So I poked around for a minute. I'm like, I bet I need to install a plugin. And sure enough, yes, you do need to install the Build Agent trial plugin in your PDI. So if you're like me and you don't like reading those things, hopefully I save you a little time. It will tell you that you get 25 free interactions, but since it's in a PDI, it's actually only going to be 10 interactions is what you're going to get. So that will reset every 30 days. I don't know if it resets on the day that you start using or if it's like a calendar day. I'm not 100% certain on that, but you will get 10. If you go past your 10 and you want to start over, you can release your instance and get a new instance and start building again if you want. So, hi Laszlo, I hope you made it on your flight okay. I hope everything went well. I know you're on your way to Munich for the World Forum. So those of you in Germany or close by, Munich World Forum is happening this week, Wednesday or Thursday, I think, but make sure you keep an eye on that. Okay, so I thought since my fellow live streamers are also building games in their instance, that I might also try to build a game. And what better game than to actually build Name That Tune? So I realize it might be a little bit of a stretch for ServiceNow because we're not a streaming service of any kind, but I would think that we should be able to tie into a YouTube or a Spotify or something to be able to pull audio into. I don't know, maybe a massive fail, but we'll see what happens. At least you made it to Munich, Laszlo. Glad to see that you made it to Munich. But it's Wednesday. Munich World Forum is Wednesday, everybody. All right. So I have my my IDE open here. I've already created a workspace. So if you log into you go to IDE, it's going to ask you to open a workspace or create a workspace first. So I've done that. I just named it LCSB or Live Coding Second Breakfast Workspace. And now I have my Build Agent here on the right. So we're going to start asking it. So also, quick note for those of you on the challenge, if you click any of these, I'm pretty sure this will also count as a prompt. So maybe brainstorming new ideas or asking questions about business rules and things, maybe use something else to do those things so that you don't waste your prompts on this. Not that it's a waste, but you only have 10. So you want to make sure you use them the best. Okay. Let's see. I want to create an app that mimics the game show called Name That Tune from the 1980s. We're going to go with the 1980s era. I think the show was actually on in the 50s, not 1080s, 1980s. But let's see. From the 1980s, players should, I think there's 2 players. The game should allow 2 players where they square off to name a song in the fewest notes as possible. Now for us, it might be more of like seconds. We might have to use seconds instead of notes. But we'll see. We will also tell it to theme the app. Theme the app as a retro game show. Let's see what happens. I also have my backup instance in case we need to go somewhere elsewhere, but we'll see. I hope you create a retro theme, name that Tomb Game Show app and ServiceNow. Sounds like a fun project. Let me start by creating the new ServiceNow application. That's asking me to approve. Okay. Yes, please do. Here we go. All right. Wait, YouTube's been perma-banning people for posting spam videos for accounts that have never posted a video, so that totally tracks. Wow, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yay, Laszlo, I'm glad you finally got your bags. That can be a pain, awaiting. Has anybody else started building in Build Agent or kind of tinkered with Build Agent and a PDI? Built any fun apps? I would love to hear about them. Okay, so there's our table, our game table. Game name, player 1. Our player table. Name that tune player. I'm very curious to see what it does with the UI, to see what happens. I've planned out some of the out-of-the-box tables that you want to use. What tables do you want to use? I'm assuming like user and task and things. Are you using other things for your apps, Ben? I'm also very curious how it's going to do the song. You released genre, difficulty level. Oh, nice. Okay. Music notes hint, lyric hint. We'll see. Oh, yes. Only comes declared, but its value is never used. Okay. There we go. Business rules for game logic. So what's it going to do here? Start game. I try to be pretty generic with that initial prompt instead of trying to jam everything into a singular prompt. But we'll see. I agree, Travis. I've been amazed at just how much it knows and how much it can just kind of build without me asking it to. That's pretty cool, I have to say. Not sure about task yet, but yeah, basic tables like that one, business capability services offering. So CMDB tables, nice. I can't wait to hear what you come up with. I'll make sure I'm not being waited on here for an approve or deny to deploy. Okay. Oh, there's my index. I'm also curious about how it's going to interpret retro. When I said retro game, is it going to give me retro video game? It says retro game show, but we'll see. Very curious on what that theme is going to look like. It's another thing I've been pretty impressed by. Not just about how funny it is knowing how much ServiceNow knows about random things we ask it to build, but also like kind of the themes it comes up with and how well it applies them. And even like theme switchers. It's probably because I suck at doing that stuff. 8-bit. Yes. One can hope, Travis. We'll see what happens. Game service. Where I have found it to not be great is when we start doing things like Ajax calls. For some reason, I find that it struggles with those. And I think Travis had that same kind of issue last week. So we'll see what it comes up with. It looks like it's doing some table API stuff, posting. Maybe that's where I should have added it to that prompt to say, if you're going to do any kind of client-side stuff, make sure that you're doing it with Glide Ajax instead of the table API, being a bit more specific. I feel like I shouldn't have to tell it that. I feel like it should just know to do Glide Ajax. Or maybe I don't know enough about React to know one way or the other. That's totally possible too. Yeah, I hear you. Like I was working on, I don't remember which app it was. It might have been the Hackzone Hub app where I was trying to build that app to support people getting access to demos. And once I dug in to like look at how it was actually doing the callbacks and even using Glide Ajax, it was wrong. It was all wrong. I had to go back and edit it all manually and redeploy everything. So yeah, it can be a little tricky, a little fussy. Also, it's going to add, okay, finish thinking. I made excellent progress. Sample data, classic songs like Billie Jean, Take On Me, Sweet Child of Mine. Okay, I'll take it. Rockstar Rick and Melody Maven. Retro UI. Neon colors, grid patterns. Not 8-bit, but I can get behind that. Still to complete player registration. Would you like me to continue? Yes, please continue. This includes the actual gameplay interface where players will compete to name songs and the fewest notes possible. Yes, let's do it. That must have changed between versions because I don't remember ever like pausing in the middle to ask me to continue or not. I remember it just was doing everything and asked me if I wanted to deploy or not. So that's a little different than the last time. Wow. I forgot to turn off my messages, and my mom, who lives in Southeast United States in Tennessee, told me it's snowing in her house and it's 29 degrees at her house. I live in the Northeast, and she keeps telling me that the Northeast is too cold and she's not going to come visit us in the winter because it's too cold. And it's in the 50s here. It's much warmer. It's like twice the temperature in Connecticut than it is in Tennessee. And if you know anything about Tennessee, they hardly ever get snow. And if they do, it's like ice instead of snow. So a bit of a role reversal. Let me turn that off now so I don't get distracted by that. Do not disturb, please. Thank you. You know, the other thing that we could try to do here in Build Agent is rebuild Jeopardy, because we do have a Jeopardy app that runs on the platform that we use at various events. And it was all built in Service Portal, which we know we love Service Portal, but I'd be curious to see how far we could get here and if we could like source the questions for us too. That would be interesting. Maybe we'll do that another day. Although you guys are probably getting tired of seeing Build Agent on our streams. So maybe I'll go a different direction next week. Thinking. So Ben, are you going to use those CI tables to build your yarn management app? I'm going to keep asking you about it because I could certainly use the help. If you notice, my chair is full of yarn and my wall is full of yarn and my bookshelf is full of yarn that's next to it that you can't see. So I could use some help in the organization space when it comes to my crafting, specifically yarn, because I have more yarn than anything else. It's taking its sweet time. Thanks, Ben. I'm so happy that you come and join us all the time. It's great to have you here and have you around. We're definitely not going to stop the streams, but trying to think of different things to do because Build Agent, we spent basically all week last week on Build Agent. And this one's a Build Agent, so now we're in the Build With challenge for Build Agent. So it felt appropriate to do it this week. I'm trying to kind of shift gears. Think of other things to build. I might go back to working on my garden app. I made some progress on that since we streamed last. Oh, yes. Finally approve. But I might go back to that. We'll see. CMDB, love for CMDB. It's not my favorite part of the platform, but it's such an important part of the platform. Kind of thinking about each hobby as a manufacturing setup of a CMDB, which then informs the design, if you see what I mean. I do see what you mean. I like it. I like the idea. Okay, moment of truth. So let's see. Those are management links, but what about this UI? What's it going to look like? Okay. That's very... it's 1980s, but it's more like 1980s disco, not 1980s video game, I would say, or game show, but more video game. Register new player, register players. Oh, there's our players. Can I click on any of those? No, that's okay. Enter a groovy game name. Groovy game name, because I am not creative. Player 1. Let's go with Sarah. Player 2, Lisa. Start. Ooh, okay. So there's Sarah, there's Lisa. I mean, this is going pretty well so far. I kind of expected to get stuck on the starting of the game. But let's see, notes revealed 2. I don't hear anything. Oh, I see. Synth melody. Da 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 dee da da. In a day or 2. This is interesting. Oh. Oh no. Huh. Okay. Well, that got pretty far. I mean, I'm happy with that. Let's see if we have any errors in the console. I'd bet it's probably something to do. Nothing. Okay. Never mind. I won't bet a thing. New game. Let's see what it comes up with if we do Lisa and Marcus. It was Take on Me, you think? It's possible, because that was one. I think that was one of the choices that it put out there. UI-wise, I was looking at sort of a Ravelry thing, if you know of their website. Oh, do I know of their website? Yes. That's currently where I keep my management of my yarn stash, but I'm terrible at keeping it updated. It would be super cool if I could just like scan the barcode on the app and it knew what kind of yarn it was. It's not going to work for all of them, probably. Like more of the boutique-y ones that you get probably won't work for that. It'd be really cool if you could do that. Anyway. If you need any testers or anything, Ben, sign me up. Sign me up. Start new. Starts with a distinctive baseline. Oh, that's Billie Jean for sure. But it's not. And this console, there's nothing in the console. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So that was pretty good progress for the first shot, I would say, right? What about these management? There's just lists. It looks like just lists that we have here. Yep, are different people. Let's see. And then games. There's our games that we started. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oops. Sure. Why not? The game is fully functional and ready. Yes. Okay. So we have our page, but I noticed that when we need a third hint, nothing happens on the page. No errors in console to share. Also, is it possible to add audio? Will it rickroll you? That might be the Easter egg we plant there, Ben. That's a great idea. Can we, or is it possible to add audio instead of just the text of the opening of the song? Maybe we need to specify that audio from Spotify or another service. Let's see. That's prompt number 2. Wait, did our approval, did that count as a prompt too? And I am building in my, yes, I am building in my IDE or in my PDI. I think it's only going to show me when I get low on prompts, perhaps. Next prompt, we're going to ask it. We're going to ask it to do that. That is Rickroll you. We're going to try it. I wish build agent was more like, hey, I think I got it working. Unless it's built, it totally works 100%. Same, Travis. That would be kind of nice. It's a very positive and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very confident in its app writing abilities for sure. Oh, good point. Let's look at the sample data. Sample data looks good. Okay. No, it only has 2 hints, right? Am I seeing that wrong? Where are my songs? Nope. It's also hallucinating because there's literally only 2 hints. So literally 2. Power, corruption, and lies. Got to teach build agent about managing expectations, no doubt. It's just confident. That's one way to say it for sure. It's definitely confident. I would say overly confident in a lot of ways. Aren't there 2 types of hints? There are 2 types of hints, but they're only like a field on the game table itself. But I think it said 5 notes or less. So it's not asking me to wager. That's the thing I think we missed. It's not asking me to wager and how many notes that I can name that tune in. It's literally just giving like hints, but we'll see. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, fine. Sync it. Selected song. So now we're consoling. Now we're logging. That's the other thing I noticed. I think I mentioned it on a previous stream is if you're not careful, you can definitely get into way too many console messages or debug messages because it's constantly trying to fix something. So every time you ask it to fix something or tell it something's broken, it will literally put console messages and debug messages on your UI, which are helpful. However, can be a little distracting and the real messages kind of get buried into in the console logs, in my in my experience at least. Let me add a table field to support audio files and create an enhanced version that can work with audio. Okay. That's fun. Oh, yep, approve. Waiting on me. Do you want to proceed? I have an outdated build? What do you mean? I haven't changed anything. I just looked at some lists. Let's see. So added audio segments, active in game. So 2 things we want to add. 1, very important, we want an Easter egg for rickrolling somebody. 2, we want to add the ability for the players to wager how many notes they can guess it in. That was probably pretty critical information I should have passed along, but that's okay. 3rd, oh, it's solved. Problem solved, guys. It's going to work just fine now. It's going to be great. Would you like to implement a specific audio solution or help you set up file attachments for audio clips? When you play first note, royalty-free audio recommended. Oh, you could add royalty-free versions, ServiceNow file attachments. I mean, I'm kind of okay with the way that it is currently. I think let's keep it, because we could go down definitely a rabbit hole trying to get lyrics and that sort of thing. And I don't want to spend half of my stream going to find lyrics for all these things. So let's just keep it the way that it is right now and keep going. No, let's keep with, I wonder, since this one might technically count as a prompt, I'm going to add something else in here too. So no, let's keep with the current solution. Let's also, I wonder if it understands Rickroll, what a Rickroll is. Let's ask. An Easter egg to the app to Rickroll a contestant. Use your imagination on when, where that should happen. See what it comes up with. Is Rickroll 1 word? It's 1 word, isn't it? Oh, we should give it its capitalization at least. To heck with it. We're just going to throw it all in there. I did not mention when started creating the, we should allow the players to wager how many notes or hints they can name that tune in. Oh, I just thought of something else that I'd forgotten. If it knows the game, it should know memes, unless it's very obscure. I would agree, and I don't think Rickroll is very obscure, so it should definitely understand that, I would think. Oh, the player with the lowest number of hints should be allowed to proceed. I say only. Player that must proceed. If they fail, the other player should be allowed to guess. I don't think I forget anything. Let's see what happens. I feel like with Rickroll, we definitely have to add the audio for Rickroll. But I'm curious to see how it decides to throw it in the app. Thinking. Are you guys all participating in the Build With Challenge this week? I hope so. It's kind of fun. I've had a good time tinkering with Build Agent. It didn't seem to this time, but I didn't try to register a new player. I only had it create a new game, and it's using, I think when I saw it, it was using the table API to do it. So it didn't seem to have a problem. Like, yeah, there's the table API. Maybe they fixed it. I updated my version of Build Agent in my PDI. So maybe check what version you're on and see if you're on, I think it was 1.4. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Why is that so hard to read? 1.3. That's Build Agent, IDE. I had to update the IDE as well. So we'll see. Don't be mad, Travis. Go update your plugin, see what happens, and see if you need to do that. And you were using DPR Dev, I think, too, right? So maybe we need to update those plugins in DPR Dev. Hi, Aman. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Let's see if we have any progress. Oh, stop it. Okay. First, let me add Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up to the song database. It got the context. Yeah. Or Just Get Good. Ben does the trolling now. I love it. A little revenge. It's great. Too bad Laszlo's not here on the receiving end. His time's coming, though, I think. Oh, now let me completely rewrite the gameplay component. What could go wrong to add the wagering system and Rickroll Easter egg? What could possibly go wrong? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I should have backed up my app. Should have backed up. Whoops. What else did we change here? Oh, wager, setting wager or set wagers. Let's look. Update the CSS to add styling. Okay. And Rickroll Easter egg. Where are you going to put it? Rickroll indicator. Oh boy. Fun. I wish I was better at CSS, really. There was a, it's probably still around, but there was a website called CSS Zen Garden way back in the day. I'm assuming it's still around. I don't know. But basically the whole idea was you had one static HTML page and your job was to create the CSS to make it, give it a completely different look. Very cool. Usually, let me completely rewrite is what I say to convince stakeholders that it's a bad idea. Fair enough. Is that some sass coming from Build Agent? I mean, yeah, probably. I like a little sass. Somebody last week was talking about how they were making it. Was it Anders? It might have been Anders on the stream last week that was talking about making it be sassy or sarcastic. CSS in Garden was great. I thought that was all still around. It might be. We're going to check in a minute. Let's see. But first, we need to check to see if it's done. Wait, where's my ready to wager and get Rickrolled? The enhanced game is waiting at your URL. It is? Where is it? Show me. Let's close that. Wait, that looks the same to me. Right? New game. Let's go Richard and Lisa. Oh, okay. So it is. So I can name that in 5. Very safe. I'm going to go with very safe. Lisa, she's going to go in 4. Wait. That's not how that's supposed to work. Oh, no. Lisa. Oh, she did 4. Okay. Energetic guitar and synth opening. Kick off your Sunday shoes. You know what that button is? I bet that's the Rickroll. No, not the Rickroll. Okay. I was wrong. Okay, so we have 2, but why is it? Okay. So it's not extra hint. Huh. Okay. So it's still not playing the 3rd hints. And where's my Rickroll? Where did it put the Rickroll? I must know. Where are you? Huh. I'm not going to ask it because I don't want to burn a prompt just by asking it where my Rickroll is, but I would think we should be able to find it somewhere. Footloose. Yes. I can't see who you are, LinkedIn user, but you are correct. Correct. I don't know. Where did it put the Rickroll? I'm very curious. So both players secretly choose 1 to 5. We reveal. So it's not doing 3 or 4 because I think it doesn't have that in the actual song. What if we reload this? Is it adding more? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, UI message. No, we're still stuck there. Looks great, but I'm still not getting the 3rd hint. I see on the song table, we still only have 2. Lyric and what was the other one? Lyric and musical note hints. Music note hint. I mean, this would have taken me days to build a UI to look like this, style-wise, that is. Ooh, while we're waiting. CSS Zen Garden. Oh, it's still. See, I love it. I love it. It's all the same CSS, but so different. So cool. That's a little annoying. I think you can stop moving around. Just blows my mind, honestly. It's very cool. Anyway, I wasn't born with that gene. I didn't get that talent to do those sorts of things. So third hint, album context. Well, you need at least 5, right? Wouldn't you need 5? From the best-selling album of all time. Really? I didn't know Thriller was the best-selling album of all time. That's cool. I owned that album on vinyl when I was a kid. Piano intro. Interesting. I would definitely like to see how we get like music involved here. If we can pull in music from external sources or something, that would be pretty cool. And only play like so many seconds of it. But I think that would require a little more planning. And I didn't plan it. I literally just like, this is what we're going to build today. So definitely plan your app out before you just start jumping in and building all willy-nilly. Don't do what I do. All right, let me update the gameplay component to properly use the new third hint field and fix the logic. We have to be, I don't know how many prompts that is. How many prompts have I given it? 1. Oh, it's going to take forever. Okay. It definitely warns before it's done. So we'll see. Okay, active songs, Rickroll song. So we need to get it specifically. I still don't know where it goes though. Like, where did we plant the Rickroll? Okay, let's do it. I don't even know where to check. Would that be here? No. Man, I don't know React. I'm so bad. App.js. App.js. No. Where is app.js? Wouldn't be there. Wouldn't be there. Oh, here. Duh. Can we find? Nope, not there. Thank you. No Rickroll here. Main.jsx. That's where I was just looking. Yeah, so Laszlo, we built a Name That Tune app. As per the use, it's made an amazing UI. We can show you here. See, oh gosh, that's not it. This UI, I asked it to do an 80s game show theme, and it did. It's very 80s, very neon, but it's working mostly. But we've hidden a Rickroll in here somewhere as an Easter egg, and we can't find it. We don't know where it is. So I thought for sure it'd be when you hit the I give up button, but that doesn't seem to be it. Yep. Thank you, Ben. Audio is still being worked on. Yep. It's very fancy. It's fun to build these things for sure. And we were also just talking about how amazed we are at how people can build really cool CSS so well and make stuff look completely different just with a little extra CSS. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing? What was wrong? The third hint was trying to show from existing table. It was set to appear after the fourth note. No dedicated third hint field. But what about 4 and 5? Okay, we'll see. Oh, man. Refresh. So, new game again. Who are we going to have? Let's have Sarah and Marcus. And start the game. I haven't even tried to register. Can I register a new player? I want to be purple because that's my color. Did it work? Look at that. It worked. Fancy. I'll go against Marcus. No problem. Start. I want to go with 4. We'll make Marcus less, so I go first. Okay. Play the first note, but it drops both of them at the same time. We're on Footloose again. There's 3. Title track was from a movie about a town where dancing is banned. Yeah, the count is off because it's saying it's showing 4, but it's only showing 3. Well, let's test this since we know. What the heck? All I have to do is hit the button to say I know the answer. Travis is always breaking things, Lazo. You know that. No, he got mad because my async was working on this app and his wasn't. So I told him maybe he needed to update his plugins. Because that's always the answer, right? Okay. The third hint does show up. Some issues, however. two hints. The first and second hint show all at once. Show for just the first hint. 2, the count is off. Count of hints is off and is only going to 4. And 3, the contestant should have to type in the name of the song rather than just hitting a button. Case it should not be case sensitive. Ooh, maybe we can say, and we can allow for minor typos. Let's see. Instead of updating my plugins, I might just try deleting my WTF folder. I would try that first for sure. Let's see if it takes all of these into account. I still haven't noticed like a warning about the number of hints I've used or number of prompts I've used. I thought for sure I'd see that by now because I feel like I'm at least at like 6. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just at 5. I stopped counting. I don't know if there's a place to see that, if I'm honest. Oh, my camera is not doing well, is it? Maybe I need to close some of this crap running on my computer. Quit. Don't need Canva. I don't need QuickTime. I don't need you. Sorry, I'm just closing windows because I just noticed my camera is very choppy, or at least on my side it is. I don't know about for you guys, if it is or not. Usually that means I have like a Premiere or something open that's chewing up resources. But I don't this time. So I'll try closing everything else out. Let's see what's out. Okay. Create feedback. Let me fix all 3 issues. Great. Proper hint sequencing, fix the note counting, and most importantly, add text input for song guessing with fuzzy matching for typos. Fuzzy matching. I like that term. Never would have thought to use fuzzy matching. Are you watching on mobile, Laszlo? I assume that you are. It's a going. Normalize, so remove punctuation, normalize spaces, trim. Interesting. Backseat stream. Nice. Cab stream. Update the CSS. A bit of fuzzy logic. I think all my logic is fuzzy, Ben. I'm pretty sure. I'd be willing to bet. Especially on Monday mornings when I decided to schedule these streams. Approve. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see what we get. I'm going to close all of those too. I'm still learning like TypeScript and exactly what all these files over here do and what they are. I'm behind. All issues fixed. There's that confidence again. Love that. I have no idea how many prompts I've burned. I'm guessing somewhere in the realm of 6 or 7, I think. But I thought it would tell me. It was telling me for a while, or I saw it telling people on PDIs. Let's see, does it give me? Oh, there we go. I've used 6. There it is. I have 4 remaining. I think we've done okay, given that we have 4. But let's see what it fixed. Musical note, lyric, context hint, note 3, fixed note counting, add a real song name input. We'll see if that works. We'll test that out. Smart matching. Sweet child mine. Okay. Girls just want fun. Girls want to have fun. We still haven't found the Rickroll. Okay. Let's see what we get. Let's refresh. Test game. I will play versus Richard this time, and let's start. I'm going to name it in 4 notes. He's going to name it in 5. Okay. Still showing 2. Oh, nice. Okay. Living on a prayer. Let's test it. Let's see. Living on a prayer. Prayer. I win. Oh, it got 8 points, and it reflected my points correctly. And it incremented my game or my round count. Okay. All right. But it's still showing hits 1 and 2 at the same time. Progress, though. Still no Rickroll. I feel like I just need to click around on the page. What does it call that component? We still have the issue of hints. I didn't notice only show 1 hint at a time. Please. Please. So the songs are not from the 80s. Is that not from the 80s? Let's see. Where songs? No, I want to see the table. Show me the table. That's not it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, those aren't. 6, 7. Got it in there. I don't know. When was Living on a Prayer? Living on a Prayer. 1986. 1986. See, you're old too, Laszlo. Join the club. I remember, oh, it wasn't Living on a Prayer, though. I'll spare myself the embarrassment of that one. It was another Bon Jovi song that I remember very vividly with a friend of mine that I was friends with from kindergarten all the way through school. And I remember singing some song on the phone with her and another friend or two to some boy that she was dating at the time. It was great. It wasn't Living on a Prayer, though, but it was Bon Jovi. Which song was it? Oh, man, I don't remember. Don't remember. It was great. No, I don't think it was You Give Love a Bad Name. I don't think it was that one either. It might have been I'll Be There For You or one of those songs. I don't remember, but it wasn't You Give Love a Bad Name. I don't think that would have accomplished what she was trying to accomplish. Bye, Laszlo. Thanks for coming on your cab ride and in your airport time. I appreciate it. Glad you got there safe. Boy, Born to Be My Bae. I don't... Wait. What is that song? I've never heard that song. We're going to have to add that to our song bank. Okay. I mean, we're on prompt number 7, guys. I think we did pretty good for our 10 prompts. I think I might actually push this one to my source control and see if I can keep it on it somewhere else. Let's see. Because it could be a fun new game that we play at meetups, but maybe we do like, I don't know, there's no ServiceNow songs, so I don't know how we would spin that, but ServiceNow themed. If you guys have any ideas, I'm open to that. We have a few more minutes left. Although I feel like I need to use all my prompts before end, so maybe we'll go over the hour today and just use all of our prompts and see just what our finished product looks like after 10 prompts. Hint issue fix. So that's what you said last time, but let's see. Shows from note 1, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's refresh. It would also be good to add a section to pick up on games in progress. So maybe we'll add that next to new game again. I'm going to play against Sarah this time. Sarah's going to name it in 5. I'm going to name it in 4. Okay, there's 4 notes. Big money. Hey, okay. Oh, this is Billie Jean again. I know this song. So there's our lyric hint. Good. Oh, there's our context hint. So it's only showing, that's fine. From the best-selling album of all time. It's from Thriller. But that still did not show it. But I know the name of this song. I'm going to say it. Billie Jean. Hey, all right. Still some issues. But let's add a game list on that homepage. That's what we want to add now too. Better, but all hints should show as we need to see them. ServiceNow song has to be Idris Elba for the video. I mean, for those of you who might not be aware, Idris Elba is our ServiceNow ambassador, and Idris Elba was also in a rendition of Cats. Thank you, Lauren, for pointing that out to me. But like, if you guys like Cats, maybe don't watch that one. But if you've seen it, he does play a ginger cat, and I think he does have some song numbers. But maybe we do a Cats version if for those folks that are familiar with Cats. But I think that was from 2017, 18 timeframe. I don't remember. But I agree. It should all be Idris Elba. Okay, better, but all hints should show as we need to see them as we... That's not what I want to say. As the player needs more so they can review all the hints at once. On the homepage, it would be great to see a list of in-progress games so we can pick up where we left off. There was something else that happened with that. What else happened with that homepage? Let's try it again. Another test game. And we'll do Richard and Lisa. Start for... Okay, so Lisa, there's her first hint. How does it feel to treat me like you do? Play note 3, but that's play note, we need 2 of 4. Man, those are so out of sync. Play note 3. What happens when I say I give up? Okay. We'll say the hints. It's given number is also out of sync. with the current hint number. Okay. No cats, just watch Luther and ServiceNow AI marketing stuff for ServiceNow Idris and that guy Phil. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Lauren McManaman, if you don't know, Lauren is a huge fan of Broadway. So we've seen a couple of Broadway shows together, and she was the one that told me about that version of Cats that Idris was in. And Taylor Swift is also in it. And there's actually a lot of big names. Jennifer Hudson was in it. Judi Dench was in it. So many people were in that Cats show. And I have never seen Cats on Broadway. So it was my first introduction into Cats, which I would say was probably not the best approach. To it. So view at your own risk. If you don't like Cats, definitely don't watch it. I think I can only ever associate Paradise Circus by Massive Attack with Idris Elba. I don't know that one. The reason I know Idris Elba is one, The Wire. He was great in that show. But also, I have two boys who love Sonic the Hedgehog, and we've seen all the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and Idris actually voices Knuckles in those movies. So that's how I am very familiar with Idris Elba and his voice. You know what, Travis? I like Taylor Swift. Personally like Taylor Swift, but maybe Cats and musicals aren't her gig. I think she should just stick to her shows and singing, because it was pretty bad. Oh, from the Luther TV series. I forgot about Luther. I'll have to check that one out. Okay, Build Agent. I do not have all day. Okay, we might have to call it after this one, because I do have a meeting after this that I need to go to. So we'll see what it has. And then maybe, well, I don't know. I don't want to, I don't know. Do you guys think I should keep building on this for next week? If I export it and put it into an instance that I have more access to Build Agent, should I continue building this? Do you think it's worth it? Maybe pull in the music aspect of it and actual playing music. You can tell me what you guys think. You know what? I like a good musical. We saw when we were at the New York World Forum, Lauren and I went to see Chess, which was amazing. And then we also saw Lauren, Travis, and I also saw Ragtime, which Travis and I were both not upset, but we all three left that place crying. So, because it's a great show, but it's a little sad. There's some sad themes in there, but would recommend it. Travis says I should definitely keep building on this app. Okay. I'll back it up to my source control and then pull it down into another instance and keep going. Rickroll and console.log. Oh, yeah? Well, we know where to find it now. Let's see. We will open up our console when we look at our page next time. It's not exactly what I had in mind, if that is, but I did see, I thought I saw some things in the CSS for the Rickroll. So it's got to be on the page somewhere too, right? Player list. Oh, it's in the gameplay CSS, right? Wasn't there a Rickroll? Rickroll Pulse. I think that's what I need to look for on the source, maybe. We'll see. Okay, this is gonna be our last prompt for this one. Let's see what we got. First, let's open up our console so we can maybe see our Rickroll that's happening here. Not there. Oh, let's refresh. See what's going on. Ooh, okay, there's our games in progress. All the ones that we have started. Cool. We can bear a new game if we want. Let's try to resume. Oh, it's telling my selected song in there. Okay, gotcha. And then let's do 4, Marcus, Lisa, Marcus. Play first note. Okay. Dramatic synth buildup leading to powerful vocals. That's better. So now my notes used are in sync. First one, there's nothing but a slow glowing dream. What? There's 3. Good. Theme song from a movie about a welder who dreams of becoming a dancer. Oh, man. Oh, there was something about both selecting 3. I'll have to go back and look at that. Play note 4. So that's where we're missing. There's no 4. Okay. Last thing we're doing before we're off stream. Must find this Rickroll. Where is the Rickroll? There's it in my style. Gameplay styling. Is that the only place I see it? Just has styling, but nothing in there. Well, we're going to have to revisit that next time. Next time. All right. So thank you guys all for showing up and staying with me for the last few minutes. I think I'll continue working on this next week. So if you want to see a continuation of this and see if I can get music actually into the instance and playing a number of seconds or songs or whatever, maybe we'll go down that path next week. But thanks again for watching. And make sure that you tune into Travis and Earl streams, which are Wednesday and Thursday this week. Earl with live code 11Zs and Travis with live code Second Breakfast. And if you haven't signed up yet, make sure you get on that Build Agent challenge. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.